Okay, yesterday I explained this problem based on invoice price method. In the invoice price method, and you have to know the loading. Okay, so in this problem, loading is 25% on cost. Okay, loading is 25% on cost. On the basis of 25%, you have to form the equation. That equation is invoice price is equal to cost price plus loading. You take this 25 below this loading. The 25 loading 25. Then second number is 100. Percent means for every 100. So second 100 number you have to write. That 100 number you write based on the given information relating to loading. Loading is related with cost. You see here, cost plus is there. Cost plus means this 25%. Okay, am I audible? Here is the network problem. So you see this point, the loading. Regarding loading, the loading is 25%. This 25 you write below the loading. Then next number you have to fix, that is 100%, means for every 100. That 100 number you fix based on the information given. If this 25% is relating to selling price or invoice price, selling price or invoice price, you write 100 below the invoice price. If this 25% is relating to cost, then you write 100 below the cost. So this is relating to cost. This 25% is relating to cost. Below the cost, you write 100. So 100 you write. Then after writing 100, then total is 125. On the basis of these, you form the equation. That equation is loading is equal to, first you take 25 in the numerator divided by 125. 125 is relating to invoice price, right? Invoice price. 25 divided by 125. 25 is loading, 125 is invoice price. Therefore, for every invoice price, loading is 25 by 125. Clear? Then next equation is loading is equal to 25 divided by 100. This 100 is taken from cost price, below the cost price. Okay, 25 divided by 100, this 100 is relating to cost. Therefore, on cost price. Remember these two equations. You form these two equations. Then where you have to use these two equations. The first equation is used for removing the loading. This first equation, loading is equal to 25 divided by 125 on invoice price. This is used to remove the loading at the end of the problem. At the end of the problem, remember this. And second equation, loading 25 divided by 100 on cost price. This is used whenever the cost of goods is given in the problem. Cost price is given in the problem. For example, opening stock is cost price, goods sent to branch is cost price, returned by branch is cost price, and closing stock is cost price. If In the given problem, values are given on cost base. Values are given on cost base. At that time, you take the second equation. You take the second equation and calculate the loading, and add this loading in the cost, and then record in the account. And first equation is used to remove the loading after entering the transaction in the books. Okay, the first equation, invoice price equation, is used to remove the loading. Remember this point. And second equation, cost equation, is used to add loading in the cost while recording entry in the branch account or your final account. These 2 points you remember very carefully. ಈ ಕನ್ನಡದವ್ರು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋರು. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್, ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್, ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕಾಕ. ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ತೆಗಿಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ 2 ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. 6ನೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 2, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 2 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಬರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ 4+4, ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 4, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 4 ಐಟಮ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದಾವ. ಇನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 2 ಬರ್ತಾವ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 2 ಬರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಎರಡನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಾಕ ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಸರಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋರು. ಇನ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಎರಡನೇ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್, ದಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ you use whenever the values are given on cost price. For example, opening stock, ಈ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, ಅಥವಾ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, ಆನಂತರ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, ಅಥವಾ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಟು ಹೆಡ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಅವಾಗ ಈ ಎರಡನೇ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಕೂಡಿಸಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸರಿಯಾ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಡು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಟು calculate the loading on cost and to add that loading. Second equation is used to calculate loading whenever the cost values are given in the problem, and that loading is added to cost to ascertain the invoice price. After ascertaining the invoice price, that invoice price is to be recorded in your account. Remember this. Andra starting ಬರೀತ್ನ ಇದನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೇನೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕಕ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡು. ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ come to the solution. The first item in the branch account is opening balance, 2 balance brought down. This is the first item. Okay, what is the second item? Branch account debit side, second item. Goods sent to branch, second item. Okay, and third item on the debit side is cash paid to branch for expenses. This is the third item. Along with this petty cash expense, cash remitted. This one you add here. Yesterday I told. This is the third item. And fourth item is RDD. Debit side 4 item completed. Credit side 4 items are: one is cash given to head office. This is the cash sale. Collection is not given in the problem. You have to calculate the collection. That is the first one. Second is return. This return is the second item in the branch account credit side. Third item is closing balance. Closing balance, you write third item. And fourth is abnormal loss, that is not given in the problem. Okay. After writing the first debit side 4 items, and credit side 4 items of your branch account. Again, you have to write debit side 2, credit side 2. That is for removal of loading, for removing the loading. Okay. And in this problem, they have not mentioned about the cost or invoice. Whatever amounts given in the problem are considered as invoice price. Okay. Whenever they specifically mention the cost price, then you consider that as a cost. Otherwise, you consider as invoice price. Okay. Now you see the solution. This is the branch account. The first item in the branch account is to balance brought down. First item, stock, debtors, petty cash. 3 items are there. The total of this is 19,290. This is the first item. Okay. Then second item is goods sent to branch. Goods sent to branch is 25,000. Okay, second item. And come to the third item, to bank. Under the to bank, it is the cash received from head office for expense and petty cash. So salary 1,500 is there. Rent and raise 1,400 is there. Sundry 700. Petty cash separately given. Remember this. Petty cash separately given. You record in this head only. Don't write again bank. Petty cash separate ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ತಂದು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರೀರಿ separate ಆಗಿ ಬರಿಬೇಡ. Am I audible? Okay. So total of this is the third item. 3,880. And fourth item is to RDD. This is the first time I recording. This is the first time I recording. In the previous problems, RDD is not recorded. Remember this. 4 items specifically I recorded here. 1,500 RDD. Okay. You see this. First item balance. Second item goods sent to branch. Third item cash sent to branch. Fourth item is RDD. 4 items clear. Debit side 4 items clear. Come to the credit side. First item is buy bank. Under the buy bank, you take cash sale 1,400, collection from debtor. Collection from debtors is not given in the problem. Collection from debtors is not given in the problem. Therefore, you have to prepare debtors account. Collection is not given. Therefore, you prepare the debtors account. So I will prepare now debtors account. 24,250. This amount I taken from the debtors account. Okay, I'll show you. To balance brought down debtors is 11,300. Okay. Then credit sale. Total sale is given in the problem. Total sale is 34,900. Out of 34,900, you deduct the cash sale. You deduct the cash sale 1,400. Then credit sale is 33,500. 33,500. Okay. Then whatever debtors account related items are there, you take the debtors account related items. That is sales return is there. You take sales return. Then you take bad debt. Sales return 400. Bad debt 100. Then allowance is there 450. Allowance is 450. Okay. Then you write the closing balance. Closing balance is 19,500. You write the given items. Write the given items. Then close the account. Total is 44,800. 44,800 total. Then difference comes in the credit side. That difference is called as cash collected by cash or bank. Okay. This by cash or bank This cash or bank, I'll take to the branch account. I'll take to the branch account. So this amount I'll record here, 24,350. Okay, you record here. Thereafter, you take the total. Total is 25,750. 25,750 total. Then next is second item, goods sent to branch. This is the return. This is the return. So return is 1,000. 1,000 rupee. Okay. The next is buy balance carried down. You write the closing balances. All the closing balance of assets. First is stock, 8,400. Second is debtors, 19,500. Then PT cash. Net Okay. Sorry for disturbance. Net problem is there. PT cash. PT cash closing balance is not given the problem. So you have to calculate PT cash closing balance. So you write the equation. Hello? PT cash closing balance. PT cash closing balance, you write PT cash closing balance is equal to opening PT cash plus PT cash received minus PT cash expense. So PT cash closing balance is equal to opening balance is 90 rupee. This is the 90 rupee opening balance. And the cash received for PT cash is 280. 280 rupee received here. Then expenses during the year. Expenses during the year is given the problem, that is 240. 240. So PT cash closing balance is 130 rupee. 130 rupee. You take this 130 rupee as closing balance. Otherwise, you open the PT cash account. Okay. You see here. Debit side, 4 items completed. Opening balance, goods sent to branch, bank, RDD. 4 items completed. Then credit side, 3 items already completed. Bank is there, goods sent to branch, return is there, closing balances are there. Okay. Then abnormal loss is not in the problem. After this is your cost price method. Then you have to remove the loading. Remove the loading. While removing the loading, debit side stock is there. This 7,900 rupee. This 7,900 rupee is invoice price. So on this debit side, whatever amount is there, you have to write the loading on the credit side. And second is goods sent to branch. On this goods sent to branch, you write here the loading. Remember this. Okay, 2 items additional comes. For opening stock, you write by stock reserve. By stock reserve. And for goods sent to branch, you write as goods sent to branch. That is the removal of loading. Okay. So removal of loading, first equation is 25 by 125. Already I told. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾ ರಿಮೂವಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪೈಲಾ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ತಗೋರಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪೈಲಾ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು 25 divided by 125 ಇತ್ತಾ 25 divided by 125 means 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 you have to calculate. And the loading on the second, goods sent to branch, return. Return you have to write on the debit side. And stock, closing stock, you have to write on the debit side. Two items on the debit side, two items on the credit side, you write and close the account. Okay, this is the point you remember. Now I'll write here, you see this. Four item completed. Next is buy stock reserve. Buy stock reserve means it is the loading on closing opening stock. Loading on opening stock. Opening stock is 7,900. 7,900 into 1 by 5 or 25 by 125. You take 7,900 into 1 by 5 is equal to 1,580. Yesterday told it. Okay. This is on first. And second is goods sent to branch, you write. Buy goods sent to branch. 25,000 into 1 by 5. 25,000 into 1 by 5 is equal to 5,000. These two items additionally you write in the invoice price method. Okay. Then debit side, first item is to goods sent to branch. To goods sent to branch means it is loading on return. Loading on return to head office. The amount is 1,000. 1,000 into 1 by 5. 1,000 into 1 by 5 is equal to 200. Second is loading on closing stock. That is called as stock reserve. To stock reserve, 8,400. 8,400 into 1 by 5. 1,680. Okay. You see here once again I will show the process. On this opening stock, you calculate the loading and write as buy stock reserve. Buy stock reserve. You write here buy stock reserve. And next is on the goods sent to branch. You write as buy goods sent to branch. Okay. As per equation, you calculate it amount. Calculate the amount. 25,000 into 1/5. 7,900 into 1/5. And in the same way, on return, credit side item comes on debit side. Credit side item comes on debit side, goods sent to branch. 1,000 into 1 by 5. Next is closing stock 8,400 here. Closing stock 8,400 comes as to stock reserve. To stock reserve, debit side. This is the extra step you have to do in case of invoice price method. In case of invoice price method. Okay. Any doubt? Then now you close the account and ascertain the profit or loss. So the total is 61,360. 61,360 to general P&L account 9,180. 9,810. 9,810 is the profit. This is the point you remember. This is the point. Only two steps. Okay. Internet problem is here. In my side, there is an internet problem. Therefore, if you are unable to hear the lecture clearly, if my voice is not clear or the display is not clear, please you go through the Google Drive after the class in the evening. Please you go through the Google Drive in the evening. Sorry, in YouTube, not the Google Drive. You go through the YouTube in the evening and clear your doubts. Okay. Now I'll take the second problem on invoice price method. This is the second problem on invoice price method. Okay. You see here, Rao and Company of Hubli having a branch at Gadag. He sends goods invoiced at branch, invoiced to the branch at 20% profit on sales. You see the wording. You see the wording. What is the wording given here? 20% is here. 20% profit on sales. On sale means invoice price. Remember this. On sale or invoice price are same. In the previous problem, cost plus is given. Cost plus is given. In this problem, profit on sale is there. On sale is there. Okay. This is the main point you have to remember. In this problem, 20% on sales. So the 20 you have to write below the loading in the equation. 20 you write below the loading, and next 100 you have to write under the invoice price, not on the cost. Remember that. In the previous problem, I recorded 100 below the cost because loading is based on cost. But in this problem, loading is on sales. Sale means invoice price. So 100 you have to write under the invoice price. This is the point you remember. Okay. Then you have to form the equation. We have to form the equation. Then opening stock, debtors, petty cash. These three are the first item of the debit side. Debit side first item are opening stock, opening debtor, opening petty cash. Debit side second item is goods sent to branch, second item. Then third item in the debit side of the branch account is cash sent to branch. This is the third item on the debit side of your branch account. Okay, debit side of your branch account. Debit side 3 completed. Come to this credit side. Debit side 3 completed. RDD is not in the problem. RDD is not in the problem. Debit side more item adu. Credit side item kana bartini. Credit side first item is buy bank. Under the buy bank, you take cash sale 1. Cash sale and cash received from debtors. These two are the first item on the credit side. Credit side first item. Okay. First item credit side, cash sale, collection from debtors. Okay. First point. And second item in the credit side is return to head office. Return to head office. Goods returned by branch is here. This is the second item. This is the second item. Credit side. Okay. Credit side second item. Credit side second item. So second item. Third item is balance carried down. In the balance, there are only two. One is stock, another is petty cash. Only two items balances are there. Closing debtors is not given in the problem. Closing debtors is not given in the problem. Therefore, for closing debtors, you have to prepare debtors account. Okay, debtors account. Clear? Debit side more item bariri, credit side more item bariri. ಆದ ನಂತರ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ತೆಗೀರಿ. ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 2 ಐಟಮ್ ಬರೀರಿ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 2 ಐಟಮ್ ಬರೀರಿ. ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟೇನು ತಲೆ ಕೆಡ್ಸ್ಕೋಬೇಡ. ಠೀಕ. ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಏನು ಐಟಮ್ ಬರ್ತೀರಿ, ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 4, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 4 ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, 3 ಇರ್ತಾವು, ಬರೀತೀರಿ. ಅವ್ನ್ ಬರೆದ ನಂತರ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ದು 2 ಐಟಮ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬರೋದು, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 2 ಐಟಮ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬರೋದು, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ತೆಗೆದು. ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಡೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದಿ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೋರಿ. ಈ 20% ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್, ಈ 20% ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ, ಈ 20% ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ವೆದರ್ ದಿಸ್ 20% is on cost, whether this is on cost or on sales. Sale or invoice same. Okay. If it is on cost, you write 100 below the cost. If it is on sales, you write 100 below the invoice price while forming the equation. Okay. You see the solution. First, I'll write the equation. Invoice price is equal to cost price plus loading. So loading is, in your problem, loading is 20. Loading is 20. On sales is given. This 20% is on sales. So you write 100 below the invoice price. Below the 100 invoice price. In the previous problem, I recorded 100 below the cost because loading was on cost. So in this problem, loading is on selling price. Loading is on selling price. So you write below invoice price. Then here you write the difference 80. Then form the equation. Loading is equal to 20 by 100 on invoice price. 20 by 100 on invoice price. First equation. This equation you use for removal of loading. Loading ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 20 by 100 ತಗೋಬೇಕು. 20 by 100 means 1 by 5. 1 by 5 ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. 1/5. Theta. And loading is equal to 20 by 80 on cost. 20 by 80 means 1 by 4. 20 by 80 means 1 by 4. You take 1 by 4 while adding loading. While adding loading. ಯಾವಲ್ರಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಂದ್ರ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಐಟಮ್ ಇದ್ದಂದ್ರ ಆ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದ್ರಾಗ ಇದನ್ನ 3 ಕೂಡಿಸಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಟೀಟ ಇಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಸದ್ಯ ಇದು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಬರುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ್ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾವ. ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ. ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ತೆಗಿಯಾಕ ಈ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ತೆಗಿಯೋ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ರಿಮೂವಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ. Loading is 1 by 5. Remember this on invoice price. Branch account I will prepare. The first item, opening stock, opening debtors, petty cash. Opening balance is completed 33,020. Second item is goods sent to branch 80,000. Third item to bank. Under that salary, rent, petty cash. Total is 12,160. 12,160 is third item. 3 items debit side completed. Come to the credit side. First item bank. Under that cash sale, collection. Collection is 72,000. Cash sale is 42,000. Okay. Total it is 1,14,000. First item completed. Second item goods sent to branch. 3,000 is there. Third item balances. Under the balance, first is stock is given in the problem. Then debtors. Debtors is not given in the problem. Okay. Debtors balance is not given in the problem. Therefore, you prepare the debtors account. Okay. In the debtors account, you write balance brought down, credit sale, cash collection, sales return, bad debt. Then close the account and ascertain the balance. Balance is 10,000. Okay. Then you take this balance to, okay. So you complete the debtors account and take the debtors closing balance as debtors closing account here. Okay, this is your debtors account. Complete the debtors account. Then 10,000 is the balance. You take this 10,000 to branch account. You take the 10,000 to branch account. Then you take the petty cash balance. Petty cash balance in the problem is 40 rupee. You take the 40 rupee and take the total of this 30,040. 30,040 is the closing balance. 3 items of credit side completed. Then you have to remove the loading. Okay, remove the loading. Remove the loading. So first is on opening stock. By stock reserve. You write by stock reserve. By stock reserve, you calculate 20%, 20 by 100. 20, loading is 20 by 100 on opening stock. Opening stock is, you see this. This is, opening stock is 18,000. 18,000 into 20 by 100 means 3,600. Okay, 3,600. And next is on goods sent to branch. Second is on goods sent to branch. You write by goods sent to branch 80,000 into 20 by 100. 80,000 2500, 16,000. And come to the debit side. First is goods sent to branch, that is return. Two goods sent to branch, 3,000 is there. 20 by 100 of 3,000 is 600. Okay. The next is closing stock. Closing stock is 20,000. On 20,000 to stock reserve. To stock reserve 4,000. Okay. In this way you calculate loading. This is called as removal of loading on opening stock. Removal of loading is relating to four aspects. One is relating to opening stock. Opening stock loading comes on credit side. Then goods sent to branch loading comes on credit side. Then return goods, return to head office loading comes on debit side. Closing stock loading comes on debit side. Okay, in this way you calculate. That is, loading is 20%. You see this. This is the loading 20%. 20% loading you have to calculate. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಈ 20 by 100 ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಈ 20 by 100 ಅನ್ನ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡು ಎತ್ರ ಮ್ಯಾಗ 18,000 ಮ್ಯಾಗ 20 by 100 ಮಾಡೋದು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಆ ನಂತರ ಎರಡನೇದು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ 80,000 ಐತಿ ಈ 80,000 ಮ್ಯಾಗ 20 by 100 ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 16,000 ಬರ್ತೈತಿ 16,000 ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಎರಡು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬಂದು ಇನ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಎರಡು ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಯಾವುದು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ 3,000 ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಐತಿ ಈ 3,000 ಮೇಲೆ 20 by 100 ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಇತ್ಲ 20 by 100 ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 600 ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅದು ಆನಂತರ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ 20,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಐತಿ 20,000 ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಐತಲ್ಲ ಈ 20,000 ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 20 by 100 ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 4,000 ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಟೀಟ ಇದು ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ರಿಮೂವಲ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ರೆ ಮುಗಿದೋದು ಈ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಐತಿ ಟೀಟ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಮುಗೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಯು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ದಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ 1,66,640 ಟೋಟಲ್ 1,66,640 ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಗ್ತತಿ then difference is general P&L account 36,860 is the profit. Okay, this is the profit. This is the profit. Clear? I'll upload this.